Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson, forced out to his left. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now they try the right side here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Got some room at the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw here. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Check 99. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Detroit!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit!
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ray. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll set up to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Green 39.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back with more after this. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Detroit!
They pitch it out to Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They run. It's Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. The point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Over! No. Check. Patriot!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Space to run past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
49, guys. Mike. Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Jackson now on second and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Gun!
To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Finds a seam inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Back to 99 Philly, here we go.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second down, Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Well, 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. The throw left side, complete to Ross. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Let's go! 319! 319!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And that was scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gun! No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Detroit!
throw on third down. Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to air one out. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 yards there at a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Detroit! Detroit! 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Over!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Let's go. Kill. At 52.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal.
Detroit!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Down to 7 seconds now. 6. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Go on the road, band together.